Artificial intelligence is rapidly transforming our entire society, and schools, they're no exception. Today, students will use AI extensively throughout their lives and careers, but there's still a lot of uncertainty and confusion around the technology. In Learnlab, you will find a range of tools that use AI in different ways to support learning. And even though our AI tools are powerful and built on a strong educational foundation, it's still essential to understand how the technology works and to use it responsibly to get the best results. In this video, we'll give you a quick and practical guide to using the AI tools in Learnlab with a special focus on our AI-powered features. The video is divided into chapters for easy navigation. You can jump to a chapter anytime by using the progress bar at the bottom of the video or in the description. Chapter 1. What is generative AI and how does it work? Generative AI refers to systems that create completely new content based on prompts or instructions from the user. Our generative AI is called Learny, and it can generate both text and images. It's built on a large language model, an LLM, which means that it has been trained on vast amounts of text from the internet. The prompts and instructions we use in Learnlab have been developed over time and are based on a strong pedagogical principle. This gives the AI a solid foundation for creating meaningful content, but it still needs your guidance. AI is not all-knowing. It can get things wrong, and it doesn't understand your specific classroom context, unless you provide it. Later in the video, we will show you how to get around these limitations and use the tools effectively. The key point to remember is that it's your role as the teacher to give Learny a clear, complete picture so that students can get the most helpful support possible. In other words, your role as a teacher is just as important in an AI-enhanced classroom as it is in a traditional one. It is also worth noting that some other AI tools collect the data from the users to further train their models, and in some cases even build profiles for advertising purposes. This is a big concern in schools and other sensitive environments, and that's why the Learnlab AI tools are built differently. We don't share data with anyone. In fact, we've taken extensive measures to encrypt and protect all stored information from our users. Chapter 2. Safe and responsible AI use. Beyond just achieving good learning outcomes, we also need to use AI in ways that protects the students' privacy and foster critical thinking. Learnlab AI, Learny, is designed not to access any personal data stored in the Learnlab system. This is required by law. However, if you or a student types personal information into an AI prompt or assignment, the system will process that information. This might be a problem. So, try to avoid entering sensitive personal information into the AI prompts or your feedback. A good rule of thumb is, do not write anything into Learny that you wouldn't send in a regular email. Another important principle is that AI is first and foremost a tool, not a solution. You, the teacher, are the one who interprets, adapts, and delivers the instructions. Always review what Learny has produced before sharing it with your students. Think of Learny as an assistant or an advisor, not a replacement for you as a teacher. AI won't do your job for you, but it can make your job easier. If we rely on AI too much, we risk disconnecting our brains from the learning process. Learnlab's AI tools are built into the platform in ways that naturally support and strengthens learning if they are used wisely. This is why understanding the technology and using it with purpose is key to good outcomes. Chapter 3. Safety and Labeling in Learnlab. All AI-generated content in Learnlab is clearly labeled. We also filter output to avoid inappropriate suggestions whenever it's possible. Still, keep in mind that all large language models draw from global content, which means that you should be extra careful around culturally sensitive or political topics. In short, apply critical thinking to AI-generated content and also make sure to notify students whenever AI is used. Learnlab does this automatically. These AI labels should not be removed unless the AI-generated content was completely ignored. Chapter 4. AI features in Learnlab. Okay, enough with the cautionary notes. Let's look at all the fun stuff. In the rest of the video, we walk you through the AI-powered tools in Learnlab and show you how they work. StoryLab and IdeaLab are tools for multimodal student productions. In StoryLab, the students can create digital books, and in IdeaLab, they make mind maps. In both tools, the student can ask Learny for help during their creative process. Think of it as having a personal learning assistant. They click their Learny icon in the top of the screen and choose the kind of support they want. They can do this as many times as they want. Keep in mind, the quality of the AI support depends on your prep work. The prompts and settings are flexible, but they work best when tied to a well-written assignment complete with learning goals, instructions, criteria, and key terms. We will show you how to create one later in the video when looking at My Lab. If a student is working on something vague or not connected to a proper assignment, the AI might still give useful feedback. Just keep in mind that it might be general or uninspired. In our interactive presentation tool, Colab, Learny can help you build and improve presentations and learning sessions. You can start by using Create with Learny to automatically generate your presentations from scratch. They will have text, images, quizzes, interactive tasks. But remember, the quality of what you get depends on the quality you put in. Treat it like a conversation. Be clear, detailed, and specific. You might use verbal everyday language, and don't be afraid to keep it informal. These language models, like Learny, are built for understanding natural language. Once your presentation is ready, both you and your students can have AI make it even more engaging and personalized as you go. Once you've started your presentation, your participants can translate the text, have it read aloud, or visualize it as you go. You, as the presenter, can display all your responses in the original language, or you can translate everything into a shared language. This feature helps include everyone, no matter their language skills, and you can also record classroom discussions and get summaries or summarize the written input that the students or participants have supplied. All of this can be done during the session with pre-made prompts, as seen here, or you can do it after the session has completed in the report tool. Next, let's have a look at My Lab. My Lab is our tool for administrating, planning, and assessing learning. Let's take a look at the assignment tool in My Lab. Here, you can create an assignment, connect it to groups, write a title, description, and adjust all of the variables inside the assignment. These fields directly influence the quality of Learny's output. From the student's perspective, a student starts working on a mind map and it connects directly to the task you created. The student and Learny can see the task description as they work, and the input you created helps Learny to offer smarter support during the task and generates useful feedback at the end of the session. In other words, what you write when creating the assignment plants the seed for the high-quality results of the AI feedback. Note that you can also adjust the level of feedback to each student by using our pedagogical 6-point scale. There's a guide that explains all of the levels in detail, but in short, if a student is set to 1, they will receive very basic support, while a level set to 6 will get advanced academic feedback. Here you can see all of the levels explained. Chapter 5: Progression Insights and Adaptive Testing. These two features are a bit on the side of all of the other AI features in Learnlab. Progression Insights lets you track how a student's writing develops over time. It helps you spot when a student's work stands out, either in a positive or negative way. Of course, there can be many good reasons why a student writing might differ from what is typical, but sometimes the difference could be due to unexpected or excessive use of assistants or tools. Here is how it works in practice. You upload a model text as a reference point. All new assignments that are submitted will be measured up against that model text while the system analyzes how the writing compares. If a student's new work differs significantly, either in a good way or a concerning way, it might be worth a conversation both for you and for the student. You can find a complete guide to using Progress Insights effectively on our website at learnlab.net. Adaptive testing is another powerful tool and allows you to automatically generate a personalized test for each student, even when they've worked on different topics or taken different approaches. By giving Learny access to the student work, whether created in Learnlab or elsewhere, it can create a tailored test based on their chosen topic and method. This makes it easy to assess the skills they've actually developed, even in more open-ended learning environments. It's also a smart way to check if the student actually and genuinely did the work themselves without taking up all your time. Handy, right? Chapter 6. Final reminders for you as a teacher. We're almost done, so let's wrap up with a few key reminders. AI is a support tool, not a decision maker. Always review and adapt content before sharing it, and label all AI use clearly. Talk openly with your students about how and why AI is being used, whether they're using it or you are. Conversation is key. If your students become confident, thoughtful users of these new tools, you're giving them a lifelong advantage. Thank you for watching. Whether you skipped around or watched videos straight through, we appreciate the time you set aside. Feel free to return to any chapter at any time, and make sure to find more information about our AI services and all Learnlab tools at learnlab.net/support. Good luck with your important work and have a great day.